What's this over here I have? Okay. So I looked at the mesh format for Juiced. Like it's like an old PC game. And I couldn't come up with any theories as to what the data was. Buddy that's corresponding with me about it, gave me these files. Didn't really explain much. Like I don't know anything about the game or what they understand. So communication is a big problem. Uh, you know, it's weird. People really don't make an effort to explain things anymore. It's annoying. So I have to kind of figure things out for myself. Like it's great that they know what they're doing, but if they don't know how to program, then and I'm the person that they're coming to program, then it kind of makes it important that they explain what the fuck's going on so I can understand what the fuck to program. So I talked to that Sunny guy again, and I think he just reiterated that I'm wasting my time with the extraction part because he's already come up with a solution or something like that. And then he wants me just to remake the script so that it fixes problems. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'll just remake the script and it will fix all the problems. Yeah, okay. That makes perfect sense. No, that doesn't. Like, I need to understand what the problems are so we can fix them. But yeah, anyway. What I wanted to do is I wanted to actually look at the files and just do some statistical analysis to kind of figure that out. So basically, you take all your unknowns and you put them in a list, and you kind of make a correlation between the numbers that you're seeing, and then look at the files and what they're doing in the game, and that may help categorize them, or just change the numbers altogether and go with that. So basically, I made an extraction tool, which the person I'm talking to thinks is a waste of time. They're not saying that specifically. I'm just reading between the lines. That's basically what they're saying. Because they already have a functioning tool, but I don't give a fuck. So I wrote my own. The tool that I wrote was written in C++. Most likely, this is how I'm going to, quote, remake, end quote, the tool that they have. Because right now they have a tool that works for MaxScript, and I love MaxScript. I think MaxScript is phenomenal, but I do recognize that most of the modding community is situated currently in using Blender, so there is zero reason to actually remake the script in MaxScript, and actually I should actually be making it in Blender if anything. But then you piss off the 3ds Max guys. So to kind of find a middle ground, you want to use something like Gnosis. Gnosis is the middleman. You can use that to import and export your models. But I am not familiar that well with Gnosis, so I don't think I would bother with it. So I've decided to do this in C++. Because I need the practice, and you have an executable, so it should be pretty fast. At least you would hope it's fast at doing what you need it to do. It needs to do some things like face optimization and stuff like that when you're packing stuff back in to the game. And it also the game uses zlib, so you're going to have to be compressing or decompressing, so you're going to need something to do that. So I started writing this thing. So the idea is you have an archive file. Inside the archive file is textures and models and whatever. The idea that I have is you just drag over the archive file and it unpacks everything for you. Okay? And it will convert them into usable formats. I'm thinking for the models, I'll use the it's either going to be object files, which are wretchedly old, or SMD again, which is wretchedly old. SMD supports a skeleton, whereas object files don't. But I don't think there's any skeleton that I've encountered yet. So I would lean more towards using object files. See, basically the model will be converted to an object file, and then that will be unpacked that way. So I'm thinking it'll unpack the original, and it'll automatically convert the original to an object file, so you have both, right? and then you can pass the object file into the executable, and it's dual purpose. The executable will recognize the extension, and if it notices it's a model extension, OBJ, it'll convert it into the game model format, or vice versa. And that way it makes it more robust. My understanding, talking with that guy, is the game supports external loading. So once you unpack the files, it should support that. Now, he says that he found the file list in a file list text file. I've not been able to find that. I've been looking. And you think that if he had that, he would have sent that. So I brought it up, and as much as he's done is he's tagged me in all his Discord posts. I hate that. People have a Discord and they tag you and stuff. I really don't like that. Don't tag me in your Discord, because I will mute your Discord and leave it. Okay, so let's look at what he had tagged me in. So he's tagged me in the jar tool. I have the jar tool. Fantastic tool. Okay, I just don't think it's that great for doing things in batch. Now he says I can use it in batch, so it might be command line, possibly. So where is it? So I have, it must be in here somewhere. I've placed it, so we shall find it. This is the back one. It might be jar here. And we'll try to query this through command line. Run as administrator. It's a long ass name. Okay, so it just opens that up. Try some common flags. It might support this command line. So in that case, what we'll do is we'll send it a file. One of the samples that I have. I need a dat. Yeah, let's see. Something small so it doesn't cause any. Well, I have to check to see if these are archives first. So let me check. Yeah, that's an archive. So we can toss that in there. This. And we'll put that into here. So, quote, paste. I swear I copied this. I'm pretty sure I did. Models. See what that does. Okay, this just opens it up directly, which is interesting. It might support commands. Let's head back to the directory here. And there's a README. Let's read the README. It might explain. It's written by this guy. Blah blah blah. All feedback information go to the forms. It opens up DAT files. It can extract them, update the DAT, export textures, import textures. Supports command line opening. Double click on the DAT files. Select open. Select program. You can double click on the DAT. Program opens it for you. Okay, so that's okay. We've kind of figured that out already. So there's no, I could be wrong, but I don't think you can do it by batch. All right, he linked me to something else, so we're gonna look at that. Under his scripts, so he's written scripts for it. I'm sure he's proud of these scripts because he keeps bringing it up. So let's download these scripts. So we got the script here. Let's see what these are. We have this one. I don't know why it's two of them, but we'll say both of them. Maybe this is revised. Something. It's fine, we'll get them all. Alright, okay, so he says, found that the file list contained in script bin 219. So that's great because we need to know where that is. So we'll open that up. Okay, so 219. Okay, What? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's weird. Oh wait, am I in the actual folder? No. Oh, maybe I am. Let's change this. Go back. Samples. Scripts. Scripts. And 219, which is this guy. 219. Okay, so this doesn't do anything. Right click, don't do nothing. I want to extract. I'll just extract it here. It's my current folder. Blah. Okay. Open up Notepad and we'll drag and blah. Okay. I've seen this. But that's not the file listing. That's nowhere near the file listing. There's thousands of files. This is not the file listing. Let's read this thing. This is just, what is this? What? Wait a minute, is it saying that each one of these is a text file? I'm confused. I am so confused. So 219 file list. So, okay, so, oh god, this is, okay. So in here, is there a thing called file list? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. So if, you open this up in here. So 219, okay, so it's probably, this is probably 0, I'm assuming, in the tool. No, so literally 219, which would be here. So this doesn't quite line up. No, doesn't quite line up. Interesting. But these are, what are these? These are back directories, so maybe they're not included. Like, take those out of the sequence, and I go to 219. Nah, not even close. I wonder how he figured this lines up with this. So let's read his poster. I found that the file list inside of the dat file, or scripts dat file, is sorted via the offset order that the files are found in the script dat. Offset's order was established by loading scripts into the extractor and sorting by the offset. We had previously established some knowledge of certain files in the dat, and we could assume that some names from the file list to match via deductive reasoning, namely wheels text and backup, as they are close to the last files in the list, and I had already noted their locations in the jar file, or in the jar as the extractor. Once I confirmed the offset order matched the file list, I compiled an unsorted master list to check everything matched as it should. I will compile a jar order shortly. So this, I'm thinking list above, same list as above in order. Okay, so I think I understand where this is going. So for one of the dat files, it happened to contain a file listing inside of it, just for that one file, I think, is what I'm understanding. And that particular list follows the offset order, I think. That's handy because I need the, that's gonna be perfect. So obviously this is going to be very, very important. Very, very important. I should probably change the names. So yeah, let's do that. So let's first off find directory. where am I? Wrong folder. I go here. Samples. Nope. Archive samples, you moron. Okay, and then we have scripts folder, which is here, and I'm just gonna kill them. God, baby. Alright, just make sure that this is set up correctly. So I have this pulling from scripts. Yep. We're going to change the tool a little bit, so see if I can remember where I wrote everything. Okay. Okay. So we go through here, we run unpack. Unpack is somewhere. Unpack must be, oh yeah, so it's part of the class that I wrote. So this is the that archive, does the reading, generates hex strings, guesses the extension, and this is the unpack function. In the unpack function, it creates a name, and then this name uses the hash. So what I need to do instead is change this around. So in this bracket, I'm going to be using the address. So you can grab this. Dot. Should be file address. Okay. It takes that. We need to convert that into a string. For the life of me, I can't remember how I did that before. Oh yeah, I had this weird template that I used, I guess. Okay. Alright, so that converts it to a string. That string needs to be converted into a wide character string because I'm trying to support Unicode. So this can be skipped out, and then I can save it. And my computer's gonna freeze, so I have to wait. And let's read this guy's message back to me. Alright, I have pinged you the channels for the batch file and the existing extraction tool. Wado, which is an old extraction tool. Can extract, but cannot repack. Yeah, it's typical. To use scripts unpacked, just extract that folder name scripts and run batch. Then rename that to something other than scripts. Also have a map file for the ATM files. A map. I also have a file map for the ATM files in the track dat. I don't even know what that means. This is the thing that pisses me off, is like, I'm not specifically hating on this guy, but in general, when you're trying to help somebody and you're having to fight them for information, it's ridiculous. Like, just fucking tell me. Like, you're gonna beat around the bush. What file map? Like, just send me that stuff. As for resolving the mesh issues, the script's main issue is probably the separation into elements that occur. That means nothing to me. He didn't send any screenshots or elaborate. I have no idea what that means. I'll have to tell him that. If it wasn't fucking obvious, I have no fucking idea what he means by there's a separation issue. I was hoping if you did the same kind of cleanup you did for the beta max script, that might resolve it. Oh, I did a cleanup alright. I'm not going to use that script, period. That script is, I'm not touching it. It's going to be written in hard code in C++, and that's the way I'm going to do it. That way it's not central around Max, or 3ds Max. Blender users can use it, MaxScript users can use it, because it's going to be, you say it to an object file and you pass it to there. Which, by the way, I need to find an object library for C++, because mine sucks. I wrote my own, but it doesn't work that well. It's not very stable. He talks about collisions, but I don't know anything about car collisions, so I don't know what to say to him about that, or how that data would be represented. He's saying that they're vertex colors, so I don't fucking even know. I'm pretty sure Object supports vertex colors. I don't know if 3ds Max has a working importer for that shit though, so I don't know. All right, anyway, I compile this. It's gonna take fucking forever, and then I have to run it. Okay, and then done. So now we can go into the file folder here, and then these are sorted, so I can sort these. Yeah, so these are the, whatever. They should be in order from top to bottom. So, I should now be able to pull this open, and these should be correlating, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, shit, skip 1, 2, shit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's pretty good. We have these call files. There are 2 of them. This says these are camera files and they go all the way down. So let's see if that's true. So let's look at the data pattern. So these have a distinctive data pattern. So you have a count, and then for every 120 bytes, you have a repeating pattern. And that repeats 3 times per count. So you have 120, 120, 120. This one I recognize as a different type. In fact, it is the same. So that's a mistake on my part. So yeah, this is looking correct. So those are camera files. Yeah. We'll scroll to the bottom just to make it quick. So these are text files. Okay, this is the thing that threw me off, is the zlib file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10th file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. No, that doesn't make any sense. It's just a text file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay. That's curious. But then it lines up, so it's not a problem. Yeah, this pretty much lines up. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It works actually pretty good. Yeah. All right, let me just change. You know what I should have done is I should have incorporated both in here. So I'll do that now. So take this, and I think it goes up till here. So we have this here, and I'll just plus, and just make a divider. I'll add this to it. Just, you know what? I have to clear all this because it's gonna rename them again. So we'll just run that again. Oh boy. That's right. That's not supposed to be like that. Okay, rerun that. Okay, and let me make sure I'm clear about what's going on here. So I'm gonna go through his channel. So he has a thing called the batch script, and I missed that. Let me just check again. I clicked on it, I clicked off of it. I don't know where it went. Script description. Scripts. Okay, so this is it. This batch file auto renames the extracted files in the script.dat bin. The scripts.dat can then be renamed or deleted. Make a backup and game can run scripts from the folder. Yeah, so I don't know if I can try the screenshot here. I'm sure if I click on this, it's going to go away, but okay. So I can't even get it over here now. So this is a screenshot I showed Buddy over here. Basically, I ran this thing called process monitor, which is just it's like I don't know, a diagnostic tool, I guess, for Windows. So anyway, you can see the game making a call to the operating system to find a file. So you can see here in this column it says not found, right? So what it does is it looks for this DAT file. The DAT file is an archive, right? And then it's looking for files inside the archive, which is most interesting. This means that you can delete the archive and it will just read the raw files, so you can unpack them. The problem is the DAT archive doesn't have any names. So the names are somewhere else. I don't know where the names are. So I told that to the buddy over there, and I said, there's a list of names somewhere, and I got no fucking idea where they are. And that's where he talked about the file list. I just assumed he had found the file list for all of the DAT files, which there are thousands of them. We just found one. So that doesn't really help. But in the DAT file, there is a hash number. So I might be able to find out the hash code. I will try. It probably won't get me anywhere, but we'll see. So this is all sorted. So this is the hash code for this one. And if we're led to believe that this is the actual file name, then we can just throw this in somewhere and see if we can get it to kind of go through. So let's pull this over here. Reverse hash finder. Actually, that's not what I want to do. I want to hash it. So get hash. What was the site that was on the other day? It wasn't a bad website. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, this one might work. Let's try this one. So we're gonna put our hash in here, full thing, and we're going to decode it to. I think it does all of them. So search by all types, and then you just wait for an hour. Okay, so it says, oh, I did it wrong. So this is what I gotta paste it, don't I? Yeah. Okay. So after it does its thing, we're looking for this number here. I doubt it's going to pop up, but we'll see. Alright, so I took this, our number, and it gives us a table here that we can compare it with, and we're looking again for this 7E. Probably not. Okay. Let's go back, and we're going to do this one more time, but with capitals. Game data, DX9, scripts, card defs, txt, and we'll run it again. Nope. And we'll do it one more time with just the name and none of the file path in it. Hash. So there's probably some algorithm that they're using, which is something that they've made up themselves that isn't common. Yeah, I don't see the number here. 7E doesn't show up anywhere. No, so they're using some kind of internal algorithm. These are like public ones. They're more well known, like CRC32. What is this? I forget what that name of this one is, but FNV. Yeah, there's two flavors of it. There's a version 1 and 2, or maybe it's 1 and 1A. I can't remember. Adler, which is actually used in zlib. And these other ones are different ones. This one I've seen pop up in games before. But that's so they're not using anything. Typically, you see them use CRC. So obviously they're not using that, so it's kind of crazy. Well, that's a bum. So that would mean that we need to kind of brute force this. out of the archives, which I have no idea how we're gonna do that, but yeah, that sucks. So what I'm gonna do is, well, I want to get a printout of this, and then I'm gonna connect it with this, and isn't this DX9 crap, which I don't think I care for. So this is the game folder, and it should go, well, where did I find it, actually? That's a good question. I found it here. So does it go to the DX9 folder? Game data, maybe it does go to DX9. And then scripts. I would assume it just goes to scripts. Yeah, I think what I would do is just strip this off. Yeah, that's probably what I would do, but these go back a directory. So that's kind of, oh no, they just have a period in front of them. Yeah, so I can just strip this. That's fine. Yep. Alright, so let's get this out of the way. So, cd, paste, directory /b, thingy. I can't remember if it's thingy or thingy. I could just do this and just copy it, because I can't remember. Copy. Any day now, okay. You know what? I don't even think Excel is going to work. Oh, it worked. Oh no, it says that I don't have it working. I have to activate it. Oh wait, okay, can I open it? I can open it. Okay. I think I have like 1 day left on the trial or something, shit like that. And it's done. So this is it. I have to use it today. Alright, I'm just gonna copy this real quick. Because what I actually need is the hash. Yeah, I need the hash, and this is kind of problematic for me, so I have to switch this. So yeah, so actually, first I gotta do is I gotta sort it. Alright, so that does not look sorted. The 8 should be at the top. So it's obviously not sorting it. So that's rubbish. So let's copy this. And I want to grab that. Place with tab. Place all. Period, replace with a tab. And we just replace this with that. And we're going to sort that. There we go. So there is our index, or our order. This is our hash code. This is our file type, which we will correct later. And then we have our file list, which is in here. This is the original one. I'm going to strip this off and replace that with nothing. Actually, I kind of want to leave it there, actually. We'll strip it off. Yeah. Save some space there. Okay. I'll just leave a comment somewhere else. This should match up, so we'll see if that's true or not. That does not match up. That does not match up at all. What the fuck? Okay, that's why. That scared me for a bit. Okay, so let's see. It does match up. This is great. So at the 219, we should see the file list. It's just that's not where that is. What the fuck? Oh, come on. File list is oh wait, yeah. 219 would be somewhere else, right? But we should see this kind of line up with the yeah, we have bin, volume, rev, text files, other text files. Yeah, the cam and call are going to be the cam files. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it works pretty good. I like it. Oh, that's actually good here. Yeah. So in this case, it's just e.bat. So this is, if this was a hash, it should be a low number. So it must mean it takes in the whole file path. So that means that the whole thing is used to calculate the hash, which makes sense, I guess. Let's see if there's similarities in some of the similar ones. Not really. Whatever it is, it's a really good hash. Yeah. I wonder what they used. Crazy. Anyway, these are file names. So I'm just gonna put this into the delete this. We're gonna keep this, and let me think about that for a second. I can't mix that with that, so I don't want to do this. Let me think for a second. I'm gonna make a struct for that. Yeah, so I just want to have everything in the same file, so I'll put this. It's part of the archive, so I guess it should be in the main one in here, but I need to have a struct here. So that struct is going to be the listing, okay, file listing, file listing FL. In the file listing, I need to have the hash. Hash, call it hash ID, and we're going to have the name. Let's the name. Okay, and we need to create an initializer, so we're going to provide these two things. That's going to be down here, so we assign it. Yeah, I can make this a one-liner. Okay, so this froze on me. I'll fix that in a second. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So in here, we're gonna put this guy. So we'll call this the simply the file list. I don't think it needs to be dynamic. File list. I don't know if I have to. I can forget. I haven't done it like this in a while, but I think I just do like this. Or no. This? Oh, wait a minute. I can't put this here like that. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so I have to define it. So shit. I don't know the best way to do this, but we'll just do it this way for now because I can't think of a better way to do it. So I'm gonna put this here and just cut this. Cut the whole thing actually, and we can delete this. But I have to have, yeah, this thing here, right? So this is gonna go here. Okay. This is my constructor, which I need to put this inside the constructor, I think. So we set this, and then I think I put the two pieces of information in here, like that. I think. Okay, so in that case, I need to copy this, and I'm probably not doing it the right way, but whatever. So I'll just insert this here. And that will be this. I'll figure it out. And I just have to have a close bracket. And I'll put it here. And put this here. Okay, and we'll just copy the whole thing. Zip. Zip, 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 zip. Okay, make that fit into there. So we're just gonna clean this up a little bit. So I'm gonna replace this with just a bracket. This with just a bracket. And then the tab with comma. Uh-oh. Yeah, I totally fucked that up. Needs to be quoted. So I change this as well. Okay, so we have our file string, our hex. I think that should work. So now I can put this in here. I hope. I don't know if I need the comma, actually. I'll probably do. So let's undo that. Bracket, comma. Let's replace that, and I think we're there. Done. There's our file listing. Okay, it's not super pretty, but okay, so that should store a listing inside of our file. So it's just now stored within our file list. I need to make another function here. Actually, you know what? We'll just do it simple here. Get file name, get name from hash. Do that. We need to give the hash. So on this unit 32 hash ID like this. Okay. For unsigned long, I equals 0, I is less than, in this case, 330. Let's probably set up a constant for that, right? That's fine for now. So we have this set up here. That's defined there. Okay, so, I blah, 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 blah. Every time we go through the loop, I increments. We want to check the file list. So file list I if equals hash ID. So the hash ID equals this hash ID. Then we break it out of the loop. We need to return the string. file name. Let's call we'll call it f name. Okay, return that. Inside here, and we assign this thing name. Cut that off. So return the set. Okay. Okay, so now down in here, I guess I should make an what are these? String, hash name. What am I doing? Okay, hash name. Where am I? So, okay, so right here. Hash name equals, then we feed this from here. Hash. Oops. Okay, and we check that. If this not equal this, else, and we put that in here. Okay, so this is currently our the one that we're using. Put that there, and then this is going to be the hash name that would be here in this case. Hash name, and it should spit that out. So we're going to save, and I'm going to delete this folder now, or the files in the folder, and we're going to run this. See how that goes. Hash name. Oh, yeah, I have to. Wait a minute. What is this again? I fucking drawing a blank here. What the fuck am I doing? String. Convert that to a W string. Put that there. Okay. So we got here. No, that's not right. That's the old file scheme. Why did it do that? So okay, hash. Okay, so that means that it didn't find the hash. Now why would it do that? I use the hash down here. Okay. So this hash is in here. Goes into this function. The hash is here. It's not signed. It's 32-bit. Goes through this listing. Goes through the hash ID. Oh, you think I would have threw an error? Jesus. The assignment operator was there. So I have to go and delete this now. Okay, and kapow. Kung Pao chicken. I don't know what these errors are about. Run through there. No, it's still not working. Let's review the code again. So, we'll call this. We have the hash up here. We'll just give it a default value. This is left as blank. This should actually have data in it, so let me check. Where is it? Okay, so it's supposed to be this and then the string. Name then equals this equals this should go up here. Okay, and we initialize it through here. Basically. Maybe it's the way that I'm putting it in. Okay, so what I can do to test that, I guess, is just to print this as I'm looping through it, I guess. I should just dump a bunch of crap on the screen, which are not supposed to be zeros. Okay, so this is definitely not working. Why are you not working? Ugh. Okay, so I define it up here, and then we just go through it. Maybe there's a better way of doing that. File list. Okay, how if I just... I feel like this should have worked, but obviously I didn't do it right, so... Yeah, so let's try a similar way then. So it's this way. Oh boy. Okay, so what I'll do is take the file list and we'll change this around. So it's gonna be, this is gonna be incrementing number, right? So I should probably do that in here. So let's create a new one of those. So I grab this, paste it here for now. Grab that, and then we have to write a little formula in here. So I'm totally running a blank here, but okay, so I think I need to have a running number down here. So we'll take this number, just run it down here. Save this running number. Except it's off. I have to be down one. Okay, so just put this here. Like that. Okay. Uh-oh. So file list. And then we plus this. Oh my god, for fuck's sakes. This. Oh my god, for fuck's sakes. B1 and equals. I don't know what it's saying. I used the wrong. Oh, I gotta use dollar signs, right? Oh, for fuck's sakes, come on. Cut me some slack here. Is that not how you do strings on this thing? Or is it double quotes? Oh. Okay. So that's valid? Oh shit, so that's definitely not valid. Alright, let's try that. Except I think I forgot to put the equal sign. I'll fix that later. That's fine. Just paste that down here. Then we have this list here that I can use. So put this here. This needs to be replaced. Equals this. Yeah, see if that works. Because why not? And then the comma here, probably get rid of that. Okay, and see if that works. I don't know. I probably fucked it up, so it probably don't even matter. But anyway, so it gets initialized. It should just be there. Otherwise, do I put it in here? Maybe that was my problem. Yeah, I should probably just... No, you can't initialize them in here. I'm fairly certain about that. Let's just try that. Let's see if that does anything. It says I forgot to put the semicolon on there. Damn it. Okay, wait, here? Okay. See if that does anything. Okay. Okay, so I can it. I wish I knew some programming people where I could ask them, what the fuck did I do wrong? But I don't. Okay, so, say go to print. And I'm going to delete the files in here. They can go to hell. There's a thing where it guesses the extension. I gotta correct that. Get rid of this. Um, I am lost. Okay, so down here unpack. So this thing. So guess extension is this thing, which is ran down here when I write the file. And this creates the extension. So I'll just create another variable here. Extension. So at the beginning of the loop, that will just be nothing. It will just do, there's two writes, right? So guess extension only happens when I have a data file there, right? So actually, this should be in the loop. Yes, so we're gonna put this here. Guess extension, does that return wstring? Yeah. So I'm gonna cut this and replace it with fextent. Yeah, so this equals this. I'm gonna check it with this. Right down here. So if not equal nothing, then we set the fextent, which should be defaulted from here to nothing. Like this, it's gonna be, I guess it's gonna be a wide character. So then basically I can't copy it directly, but this is gonna come down here. This is gonna go here. This is gonna get replaced with this line, which is probably that entire thing there. So nope, I screwed up somewhere. Because this has an open bracket now. This thing. Oh boy. So okay, so this is this whole thing here. So f extension equals this. I hope. Let's check this one just to make sure. So it should take two parameters. Okay. F extension. Okay, so I think that's going to be stable. I think. So go back in here, make sure that's clear, and ruin it. F extension is not one word. That is true. Okay, so that should extract the files and then use the actual names. Yeah. And it's based off the hash, which we don't have the hashing function for yet. But that should do pretty good. Actually, you know what? It's still kicked in the file extension thing. What the fuck? Oops. Whoops. Backwards logic. Okay, so this is Spanish. I don't know Spanish, so this doesn't look okay. It kind of looks like Spanish. Yeah, it's probably Spanish. Kushi. Yeah. So Polish. Start. That's Polish. French. Yeah, it's French. Phallus is in here still. Cool. Fact definitions. Cool. Collections. Even cooler. And then I don't know what the fuck these are. Definition files. Okay. So, yeah, so that should be an improvement, shouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Should it and wouldn't it? So I have to safeguard against the DAT files which are not archives. This is not an archive, so I need to safeguard against that somehow. These ones are not. This one would be, right? What about the wet one? The wet one's not. The test one is not. Charger is. Clips is not. Clips B is not. So we've got charger B. Pontiac. Nope. Yeah, so I gotta do something about these. I don't know exactly what these are. They're like music files, right? I don't think they're archives. Probably a different type of archive. Who knows? Yeah, nope. Nope. How about we just use this other tool on it and see what happens? Yeah, let's see if the other tool can open it. So let's see. So I just grab this guy. Where's the other tool? It's hiding on me. I have 2 instances of it. Alright, so let's see if it is an archive. Oh, it is. Or isn't it? Size is negative. Packed is negative. Yeah, I'm assuming that it doesn't open up those files. I'm surprised it even displays anything. That's crazy. Yeah, so some of these are not archives. They need to be protected against. Most of these UI ones seem to be archives. At least that I've wrote around in the tool. So yeah. But anyways, let's grab these and just check to see this tool that I wrote is robust enough. So go properties. Let's grab this directory here. Pop that in there. Go to the release section. I'm going to copy scripts. Yeah, script. Wait, where am I? Yeah, I'm in the right folder. So scripts, we'll copy that in there. UI, and another UI. So we have 3 files in there. So the idea is that you can just do this. And a little bit of lag for small files, but let's see what we got. So we have our scripts in here. Cool. And then we have, I don't know why I clicked on that. The folders over here, they're extracted. Probably going to change this. I don't know, I might not. I don't know. We have this, and we have this. So they're nice and tidied. They're exported correctly. We have the extensions, which mostly line up with my guesses. I have a few mistakes with the cameras, but that's not too bad. Yeah. So then, this isn't written yet, but you should be able to drag it back. And it should produce another DAT file. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. So, oh shit, I don't know why I clicked on that. These names are hard-coded, so we would just reverse lookup. So when you're packing it back, you just look for the name, and then you provide the given hash. Yeah, so that's not a big deal. Everything else we know how the archive works, so that's not a big deal. The order, I don't think matters, to be honest. I really doubt that the order matters. So we can only know that once I write my repack function, then we can test that theory out. If it does matter, then you would just, again, you would hard code a number in here. Well, I mean, it's already actually sort. I think it's in order already, but yeah. And if there's no name, in this case, because we don't have that information, you just extract it from the file name. So in this case, we have the. I don't think the order matters again, but if it did, you would store it here like this. So you have your order and your hash, and it's in the file name. Yeah. So repacking would work the same way. You'd import it in here, pulls the information directly from the file name, puts it back into the DAT file, or creates a whole new DAT file. This one, a different instance, seems to be an isolated case. We only have one file table, which is for this only one file. But it's hard-coded. It just cross-references within the executable, and it just repacks it into a new, or creates a new one of those. So that's gonna work. The whole reason why I wrote this thing was so I could extract everything that's in the folder and get all the models and then run statistics on them. I said that in the beginning of this, but yeah, so I want to get statistics off of the files. I want to analyze the unknown data blocks, categorize them, and then break them down into smaller chunks, and then focus on those to figure out what they do. Should be possible. This is going to do it, and then once the model stuff is figured out, this would also unpack your models. So in here, this is the model apparently, right? So it's called a D8M. So it's going to, as it's unpacking it, recognize that this is a model, and then once this is unpacked, it's going to go through the folder and then find these and then convert these into object files. And then in which case, a person can modify them, and then they can repack it, or they can just individually drag it into the thing. So this tool, because it's command line, you can double click on this, and right now you don't have anything that's assigned to it. So you would just click here and you would assign an application, and you would just assign this. And then when you double click on the model or whatever, it just automatically convert, right? You can also set up context menus. I've done that, but it sets off the person's antivirus because it's modifying your system files to add a menu here. I don't know how to do that without causing Windows to freak out. It thinks that you're infected by a virus when you start going into the registry and changing the shell. The shell is the Windows interface. But I might just leave instructions so a person can do the register editing themselves and just add that for themselves. But yeah, you can right click and you get convert, whatever, and that'll just be in your shell. And this is a different workflow opposed to this one, right? Where you're inside of an editor, and the editor is kind of limiting. I can't right click. Double clicking forces this window open. It doesn't do anything unless it's a texture. So what's important is this thing should tell me what this file is. Is it a texture? Is it a model? It doesn't do that, right? So that's a problematic issue. So somebody has to come through here and explore it, and figure out what all these index values do. Is this one a texture? Is this one a model? This kind of stuff. And they would write that in a separate text file for their own record keeping. So this is to build upon that. These extensions are created based on a list of rules that I wrote. So I have a list of rules, which is just called guess the extension. Does a check at the top of the file to kind of help determine. I had to keep adding more checks because some of the file types don't have an ID at the top. They're just a series of numbers. So these are not foolproof. They will fail, but they're going to get probably 80% of the files named, so that's great. 80% is really good, so that's fantastic. At least in what I've tested, I've gotten 80% of the things converted, even higher. And yeah, the only thing that doesn't get converted is text files, because text files always start off different, like Joe went to the grocery store, Sally is hungry, so I can't check for that. There's no definable pattern. So there's a lot of text files, so that falls into the 20% that I can't catch. I mean, I could probably try to catch it by looking for ASCII, like common words, but that's too much work. So these are the set of rules, and it tries to guess the extension based off those rules. And yeah, so yeah, that's where we're at. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to log off, and I'm going to see if there's Well, I know there's a way I can brute force it, but it's going to take a long time for me to brute force it. But he's only got one file name list for the scripts folder, which is useless to me. So I might try to brute force one of these car models. And if I can brute force it, then I can dynamically load in those into the game. Uh, that would do a lot for testing. And make it really easy for testing. Although it wouldn't phase me. It wouldn't stop me or slow me down. If I couldn't do that, if I wasn't able to do that, I would just add the repack functionality here, and it'll take me tonight to finish that. And then it wouldn't slow me down. I would just keep testing. All right, I'm gonna log off.